I have now eaten. I've begun looking at other video artists. Once again, you can see everything that I've looked at in my YouTube favourites. From looking at Norman McLaren, I found I think a Frenchman named Boris Verquet who made a piece that was inspired by Norman McLaren to a piece of music. Quite like this, and then I went back to looking at some of the abstract work that David Firth's done over the last few years, but I've seen all of that before, so I was feeling a little bit like there needs something new to look at. Somehow I got onto looking at contemporary psychedelic video art. Don't know how. And basically the video artist Takeshi Murata's work, who's really cool. Especially a piece entitled Silver, which I think is possibly one of the most beautiful, and it made me feel so weird and sent shivers down my spine. One of my friends said it nearly made him throw up. It's bizarre. Silver is an old sort of black and white horror movie, but the effect used on it is called DataMoshing, which is basically sort of scrambling the video and sort of taking it apart. The result is a overly pixelated, distorted image, and I think it's great because your mind knows what it is, but your eyes can't see it, so your mind refuses to sort of look at it in the way it should be seen, and it confuses all the senses in a really strange way. That's the only way I can sort of explain it. What is DataMoshing? It's basically movement from one clip that gets applied to another clip in a pixelated style, and it's made possible by video compression. When you capture a video, you get sort of two types of frames. You get iframes and p-frames. The iframes, which are images, are what you would call your keyframes in animation terms, and the p-frame is the in-between, it's the movement between the two frames. So what we have to do is, apparently, I don't really understand this in a technical way, we have to remove the iframes and have only p-frames, apart from the first iframe. So you have to use a very simple sort of compression program to do this. And so that's what I've been doing. I've so far tried it with video, and I'm going to start trying it with animations and see what happens. Okay, so this is an old video of me talking, and then, oh, my face becomes pixelated, this comes down, and then suddenly, sideways mode. So I thought that worked quite nicely. You've got to have quite a lot of movement in each video that you cut up and stick in, but that one worked quite well. This one here is just a quick animation, and I thought it would work nicely with this shake effect I've got. In this video I've repeated the same video 6 times of me waving, and I've changed the effect each time, which has kind of made it a little bit more interesting than just pixels. It kind of reminds me of the eye camera thing you used to get on the PlayStation 2. Basically, wherever you remove a iframe, it becomes pixelated and DataMoshing occurs. Okay, so that's pretty much that. I'm going to go and try and start putting together my film now. See what happens. Gonna be fun.